Talk about the digital divide. It's really at the center of what you're doing. What's the status of it right now? And what are the targets of opportunity or the still lowest hanging fruit? Where are you looking to improve the digital divide problem?
You know, what's interesting about the digital divide problem right now is that we've got it's bifurcated. On one hand, we've got a real equipment problem. You know, people don't have access to desktop computers that they need. And so we've got to close that gap. We need more people with more desktops. We also need more broadband facility inside of densely urban, particularly urban areas, right? We need, when you have a lot of people in one area trying to use their wireless technology at the same time, they're going to have trouble getting connections and having reliable service. But what we are seeing on the positive side is when you look at mobile devices, particularly African Americans, Latinos, are over-indexing in mobile devices. They use mobile a lot more than the general population. So I think it's over 60% of African Americans, Latinos are using mobile devices to access the internet. That may be a phone, it may be a laptop, it may be a tablet they're using. And that is giving people a lot more access. But what you want is you want them to be able to have a device that they can do all the things that it is need to get done when you're on the internet. As a matter of fact, right now, you can barely even apply for a job at most places unless you have an internet connection, because all the applications, many of the applications, are online. So we want to make sure people have the ability to go online and download applications and fill them out in an efficient way so they can get their job. So the place where we have some work to do is really on the equipment side. It's a hardware problem as much as anything else. And then we've got to make sure people understand how the internet can be helpful, because we do have a pocket of folks who are not signing up to pay for broadband service. And what you find is they mostly aren't doing that because they don't understand how it can be helpful to them. The people who understand it the most and who are most likely to do it are parents. Parents are really willing to sign up their kids, sign up for internet service, to make sure their kids have the access to be able to do all the things that everyone else's kids are getting to do.
So have we reached a plateau here for penetration, or do you think we're going to go further soon?
No, we've got more work to do. We've got to get more devices in the hands of more people. We also have to get better broadband service inside of some of these dense areas and inside of rural areas. And we've got to make sure people understand the benefit of having the service so that they're willing to pay for it, so that they can do all the things that they want to do. You know, you got a lot of people, grandparents and that kind of thing, who they just don't see a reason to have the internet. But there's so many things that they could do if they got on the internet they probably don't even realize, and ways to connect with their grandkids, ways to connect with friends in faraway places that they just aren't exploring right now.
Just the video conferencing like we're doing for grandchildren to grandparents is a tremendous benefit.
Absolutely. We spent a Thanksgiving dinner a year or so ago passing around a tablet from family member to family member so that everybody could say hello to folks who couldn't make it to dinner. And that was kind of a fun way to get people in the room who weren't there.